Good morning. Good day, everybody. I need water. I'm sorry. Mm, This is Yin Yang in California, preparing to get her water. In California, broadcasting at 5:13 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I am, of course, a little bit of an amateur. Let's say a lot of an amateur. Um, at recording these things. And even though I am on my 1436th broadcast, I would like to say uh, good morning, good day, everybody. And the reason is I would like to inspire everybody to have a good day with morsels of a thought of wisdom, which we can do to gain virtue. Now, wisdom, knowing what to do is wisdom, even though all of wisdom is not knowing what to do. All of knowing what to do is the right thing to do. I mean, knowing the right thing to do is called wisdom. Doing it is called virtue. And so I want to bring more virtue, but everybody has their own sense of virtue. Everybody has their own right things to do. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you're going to gain a little bit of wisdom out of these wise people who write these books, who have a goal in each of their books. And so here I am with Angel B. Hartwell. Angel B. Hartwell has compiled Wickedly Smart Women, and I have read that book for you before. I am currently reading Be Heard by Millions and Live Your Destiny, Creative Age Leader's Guide to Speak, Sell, Serve, and Succeed. And I'm nearsighted. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, we are on page 88. Good number. I do Chinese numerology to the best of my ability and very, very amateurish, but I still like the numbers. 88 means double love. Anyway, be heard by millions and live your destiny. We are creating a back office that has your back. We are in chapter 7. Ready your back office with a team that has your back. And we are in the section that says step on the virtual stage. Since you are going to be speaking virtually, you also need to have a way to connect with your community that allows you to speak to a lot of people at once. There are a number of different free and paid conference call services. Start with the free ones at first. As you grow, you will graduate to the paid conferencing services that allow you to also broadcast a slideshow or PowerPoint presentation, a webinar at the same time, and to exponentially more people than the free versions allow. Now, currently, I am on StreamYard and Facebook and YouTube. That's me. Uh, Angel B. Hartwell is on more. You'll also need a secure place to store all of your recordings. When you set up your first audio-based product, your recordings will be stored on the web for immediate download. The only place I know of, Angel knows of, that does this is Audio Acrobat, AA capitals. This is my affiliate link for Audio Acrobat. If you use this link to invest, I will receive a small commission, and it's http://awydfyre.audioacrobat.com/. There are 4 types of virtual stages that I have found so far. Bullet point: your own stage. You can serve your own list with complimentary calls. Set yourself, oh, good morning, Gina Potov. How are you? Set yourself up with a conference line or webinar technology to deliver your material, and set up Audio Acrobat to store your audios. I always make a backup as well. The conference lines let you record and you make a backup using Audio Acrobat and the three-way calling function on your phone. Be sure to have all of this in place before you speak to your own list. Bullet point. As a guest expert, capital G, capital E, on somebody else's list, in this case, you set up the registration page for your call as a hidden, quote unquote, page on your website. When you set up the registration page, input the proper code so that whoever registers for the call that is coming from your host will land on your list. You will then set up audio responder emails that will remind people when the call is taking place and the phone number or other links if using Zoom or webinar services for the call. You will then set up audio responder emails that will remind people when the call is taking place and the phone number or other links if using Zoom or webinar services for the call. After the call, follow up by marketing to that list of people who raised their hands and said yes, they wanted to hear your talk. Continue to market well after the call with the audio responder series. I highly recommend that you also send out a personal thank you via email or snail mail to your host. This is telling me a lot too, I'll tell you. Bullet point. Telesummits. These are themed virtual events hosted by an individual who has invited multiple speakers. When you are participating in a multi-speaker event, you will be promoting a lot. Set up a gifts page for the attendees to visit when you speak. Then send people to your gifts page during your talk so that they can get on your list and receive marketing materials from you later. Make hosting you as easy as possible, of course. Have a robust speaker package with at least one free gift for people. When you start to grow your business and deliver your own content and products, you can start selling products at these events as well. Internet with bullet point, internet radio shows and podcasts. This is a great way to get started with your minimum materials and with your gifts page. You'll offer your free gift to build your list with options and an opportunity to speak directly with you. You can actually start a business with just that one page. There is a whole section at the end of this book about the power of podcasting and how to prosper specifically by leveraging this new quote-unquote media. The 4 T's of a terrific back office. I'll tell you, I have a 4C before I prepare for each live show that I'm doing, and it's pretty complicated. It's camera, content, clothing, and cosmetics. That's just me. Oh boy. Pardon me. Excuse me. Accoutrement. Accoutrement is waters. Okay. The 4 T's of a terrific back office. Trust. You need to feel that you can trust your team to do what needs to be done and fulfill their agreement with you. I'm very intuitive. I can feel it when things are falling through the cracks. It's my job. I know, the water bottle. It's my job as the entrepreneur to regulate the flow of what I'm expecting my team to do. If I put too much on them, tasks fall by the wayside. I then either need to find new people or back off on some of my activities. You need to trust yourself too, that you can feel it when things aren't working well, so that you can make changes necessary to run efficiently, powerfully, and profitably. Teamwork. Being in a teamwork. Being in a teamwork situation means you are appreciating that these people are your partners. They aren't your lackeys. Oh, by the way, I can just give you the 4 T's right here. So, Gina, if you would type them in, that'd be great. That would be really great. Trust, teamwork, tolerance, and terminate. Ooh. Trust, Teamwork, tolerance, and terminate. I'll do it again. Trust, teamwork, tolerance, terminate. Okay, so now we're on teamwork. They aren't your lackeys. Treat everyone with respect for their expertise. Surround yourself with people who are significantly better than you at what they do. Act as a team player, not as a dictator. Be clear on your vision and communicate your wants to the team. At the same time, come with the attitude that you're in it together. Tolerance. What can the team tolerate? What can you tolerate? And what are you tolerating that's not working? Be clear when something isn't working, how much longer you're going to tolerate it, and your tolerance levels for people's learning curves. There will be a learning curve no matter who you partner with, but you must be clear on your expectations. When you are clear enough, it will be easy to see if the team member isn't working out. This is your business and your livelihood. Make sure you have clarity within yourself about your tolerance level. If they're not getting up to speed, you may have to practice the final T. The final T is terminate. Trust, teamwork, tolerance, terminate. Be willing to say, for terminate, be willing to say, this is not working out. I wish you all the best, but please give me my stuff because I need to be able to find someone else who will manage this in a different way. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. That's a lot of work, actually. Lots of typing. I know somebody who types with two fingers, but anyway, I hope your little doggy was tolerant of you, not paying attention to her. Terminate. Be willing to say this is not working out. I wish you all the best, but please give me my stuff because I need to be able to find someone else who will manage this in a different way. When it comes time to terminate someone, pay attention because you could lose your mind, money, or intellectual property if you aren't careful. When you sign up with a company that works on your website, for example, make sure it's set forth in the fine print that you are the owner of the content. If someone creates any work for you that you don't pay for, you don't own it. It is theirs until you pay for it. Some people think, well, they did a crappy job, but I still want my site. If you don't pay for it, they have every right to take it down from a legal perspective. Terminating can be tough, so once again, be very clear about your expectations, what you're willing to tolerate, and what you have agreed in writing. One final note, when you know your Be Heard by Millions speaker magic, take a quiz at quiz.beheardbymillions.com. quiz.beheardbymillions.com. You can clearly communicate to your speaking booking team member the best fit gigs for you so they are equipped with the right information to book you into all the right fit places and don't waste time and money with misaligned gigs that get you nowhere. Take a deep breath. Chapter 8. Designing deliverables and delighting in the dollars. Dream and do and dream, and remember that you have permission to step in, embody the dream, and deeply enjoy what you have created. This is all italicized and capitalized. You've chosen this book because you were attached to the message that I promised to deliver to you when you read the front or back cover. You have been attracted to me and the book for a few very specific reasons. First of all, you are spiritual, awake, aware, and connected with Source in some way. You are here to either bring through a powerful healing force or a powerful new idea that will harmonize existing systems to a higher octave or a new level of functionality. Because you have that level of intention, you have a higher level of access to the source energy and openness in that source. This means it should be fairly easy to design your deliverables. Most of you are going to be able to channel what you will deliver to your people. Now, I feel myself, this is Ying Yang speaking, that I have been blessed to be connected to Angel B. Hartwell and all the wickedly smart women from that other book, and the this other book right here, uh, and it's trusting intuition, taking action, and transforming worlds. Wickedly smart women, trusting intuition, taking action, transforming worlds. This book, she is also compiling a second Wickedly Smart Women book. And the publisher, Linda Sunshine West, is the person to contact about it. Linda Sunshine West. Anyway, so back to Angel B. Hartwell. This book, Be Heard by Millions and Live Your Destiny, came out of a program that was downloaded, channeled to me at the last minute. A host I was speaking for insisted that I make a brand new program to sell at her event 2 days before I was to get on the plane to speak for her. I got up on the stage at that event and sold the program I didn't even have yet. All I had was the Be Heard outline, and I made up the name Be Heard by Millions Virtual Speaking Business Builders Bootcamp. I pulled together a new order form and rewrote my original talk that was designed to sell another of my programs on the airplane on the way to the event. When I left that event and had the program sold, I had to create something. So I sat and opened my channel to create this great material. The content of this particular course came from a variety of different places and personal experiences. Ultimately, of course, it all comes from source with a capital S. Here are the four places where content comes from. Source with a capital S. Life experience. A synthesis of trainings, learning, or lessons that you have received. Your natural gifts in a certain area. Interesting. Yeah. I will say that, yeah, this is so speaking to me. I don't know about you, but I hope so, because as you are thinking about designing your deliverables, the author says, sit with those four areas. A deliverable is content you offer to people for which you receive money in exchange. Determine which area or what combination of those areas you are going to tap into in order to create your content. In my particular case for this program, I opened myself up to source to receive some of the more creative aspects. The Be Heard by Millions solution, trademarked, came from a direct download from source. I sat down and asked, what am I going to do here? How am I going to make this work? What is a virtual speaking plan? What is a virtual speaking business? I asked those questions and looked at my tagline, which at the time was Prepare to be heard by millions. The be heard part stood out. So I asked, what does be heard mean? That is when I got the 7 steps. Believe, B. Energize, that's E. Have a clear message, that's H. Expertify yourself, that's E. Ask for affiliates, strategic alliances, and money, that's A. Ready your back office, that's R. And design your deliverables so that you can delight in the dollars, that's the final chapter. It all came directly from source. The balance of the content here came from my life experience. I have spent the last decade prospering in my PJs. I'm in my PJs again today. My winter red Schoonology, Schoonly PJs with big snowflakes on them. The life experience I used was from my time building my virtual speaking business and prospering in my PJs. That is largely what formed this content. The content was also formed from trainings I have received. Here is the magic, mystery, and wonder. behind mentorship. When you invest in a mentor, that mentor is always growing toward the next level as well. A good mentor will learn new things and synthesize the information to share with their clients and community. The community that I have built receives the synthesis of the trainings I have received and made my own. Everyone synthesizes what they learn. Excuse me while I cough again. um, Obviously, you can't plagiarize someone else's work by just copying and pasting it with a new name on it. Put your unique stamp on the information you receive and twist it to make it new. Bring your own unique magic and wisdom to the material, organizing it in your own way. The truth is that there isn't much that's new under the sun. The Greeks, my teacher once said in the 8th grade, the Greeks have said everything, everything, and anything we say is part of what has already been spoken by the ancients. Isn't that cool? I think that the Chinese have done it parallelly. So, Gina, if you're still out there, design your deliverables so that you can delight in the dollars. Design deliverables, delight in dollars. There are several different layers of the deliverables. One layer is your Be Heard by Millions expert talk. The expert talk is not meant to deliver the transformation you offer. Please read that again. The expert talk is not meant to deliver the transformation you offer. The transformation I offer you in this book is moving from not having a virtual speaking business to having all the tools, tips, techniques, checklists, and information you need to create an actual virtual speaking business. Thank you, Gina. Ultimately, the transformation is that you start without a virtual speaking business and you finish fully equipped to create a virtual speaking business. The creation of the virtual speaking business is on you. You have to now implement it and be accountable to yourself. For those of you who are unsure about whether you will be able to do that, I definitely recommend that you pick up the phone or send me an email and ask for a phone conversation with me so that I can support you not only in the creation process, but also in the accountability and implementation of what you are learning here. Learning something and actually creating it and taking it out to market are two very different things. The first is an exercise in expanding your knowledge base. The second is where you apply and receive feedback from the universe that allows you to acquire your very own unique wisdom and wealth. I love this. It's so in line with what I'm doing, and I'm so in line with what it is doing. Don't you think? I think so. Mm-hmm. Ooh, thirsty. So I'm going to pause here, and next week we will continue with the Be Heard by Millions expert talk, which is trademarked by Anjel E. Hartwell. In this book, we will see it here. Okay, so I will talk to you later. Thank you for coming, and thank you to my nice temporary secretary, Gina Potov. All right. Okay. Old Kinderhick. Bye-bye.